Some would say that the stakes have never been higher, but Ripple has fired back at the SEC even though the case is almost over. Right now it looks like Ripple and XRP are the only currencies that are safe. As a response to the SEC's letter, Ripple sent one yesterday. Everything starts with Ripple's move to strike, which was based on expert testimony from Andrea Fox, an accountant in the SEC's enforcement division. So, to sum up, that's not possible, Ripple said. You can't bring her in right now. The SEC replied, yes, we can and will now. In their reply brief from yesterday, Ripple said that Fox did not summarize Ripple's financial records. They also said that if Fox was a summary witness, as the SEC says she is, they still had to name her and give Ripple the chance to question her. Ripple also said in the reply brief that the SEC didn't actually talk about the cases it used in its motion to strike. There is no set time for the courts to decide on the move to strike. The SEC must now file a brief on remedies by May 6th, which is only 2 to 3 days from now. The courts will decide on May 6th what punishment Ripple must pay for breaking US security laws. The court's decision could have a big effect on Ripple's growth in the US, even though this ruling was made by pro-XRP Judge Sarah Netburn, which is good news for XRP. Some people think that everything might be on the line. The harder thing to do on CT is say that you think the SEC will win a motion, said lawyer Jeremy Hogan. But now it gets interesting. He thinks the SEC will win this move, and even if the courts do decide that the witness is an expert, he thinks they will not punish her, but instead let Ripple question her, which could make things more difficult. For Ripple, the best thing that could happen is that Fox is struck, but the worst thing that could happen is that the courts agree that she is an expert witness, but still let Ripple depose her to ask her questions before the trial. For this reason, calling Andrea Fox an expert will make what she says more credible, as opposed to just calling her a brief witness. Really, the stakes have never been higher. Either Ripple will get the good decision, widespread use in the US, and a small fine, or the other way around. The fine is very big and will hurt Ripple's reputation, which could make it harder for people in the US to use it. However, it is important to note that, as Forbes reported, the lack of clarity is still making it hard for people to invest in and develop US blockchain apps. For now, Bitcoin and XRP are the only digital assets that have become clear enough to be regulated. This is really important, and when this case is over, XRP will be the only asset with clear legal and government rules, which is more important than Bitcoin's clear rules. There are still 4 big reasons why Ripple is going to become very popular in the US this year, but not yet. At the moment, the US says that Iran is using Bitcoin to pay its agents all over the Middle East. They also say that Russia and China use USDT Tether to make illegal deals easier. Now, they say that Ethereum is a security and that Skies Whales mostly owns it from the CCP. But for now, XRP is safe. What's more, Arnab Ghosh delivered this paper to the University of Waterloo in 2021. It talks about a blockchain-based election architecture that uses the XRP ledger Ripple blockchain. In a democracy, elections are very important, and election methods have changed over time to meet our needs. There has been more and more study into safe online voting systems over the last 20 years. It's reliable and cheap. Voters can easily access online voting systems, which also cut costs and damage to the environment. The XRPL technology could help make it even better. The election is coming up in just a few months, which is another huge reason why XRP and other cryptocurrencies will be used this year, 2024. In this year, Ripple is likely to make things official by releasing the stablecoin, making the rules clear, and getting institutions to adopt the technology. Over the top optimistic, it's a great time to be in crypto and XRP.